Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. For 10 long years, North Carolina suffered injustices from Great Britain, prompting an all-out civil war in the colony. By late 1775, Patriot forces opposing the Crown had taken control of North Carolina and established its own government. Loyalist forces, men within the colony who remained faithful to King George III, now awaited instructions to take the colony by force. Those orders would come early in February 1776. British commanders issued a call for Loyalists to assemble an army at Cross Creek in modern Fayetteville, North Carolina, and march to the coast. Loyalists would be reinforced by 7,000 British regulars to help recapture the colony. The Patriot forces controlled the coast, and the Loyalists would have to fight their way through. Although the Loyalists had been able to outmaneuver the Patriots after leaving Cross Creek, they still needed to cross the bridge at Moores Creek, 20 miles north of the port city of Wilmington. Unfortunately for the Loyalists, the Patriots got to the crucial bridge crossing first. By February 26, 1776, some 1,600 Loyalists were camped 6 miles north of Moores Creek Bridge. Patriot forces occupied both sides of Moores Creek, preparing for the attack that was sure to come. With that in mind, Colonel James Keenan and his militiamen spent their time building defensive earthworks on the east side of the creek to defend the vital bridge. Colonel James Keenan oversees the construction of the earthworks, running roughly parallel to the creek at the crest of a sloping causeway. The ground was chosen because thick underbrush on either side of the trail would make it difficult for the Loyalists to attack across a broad front. Colonel Caswell, in overall command of the Patriot forces, approved the defenses and decides to place his men behind the earthworks before the Loyalist army arrives. Caswell orders his troops to take position behind the earthworks in order to defend Moores Creek Bridge. At 5 a.m. on February 27th, the Loyalist army approached Moores Creek Bridge and encountered a Patriot sentry. Realizing the sentry is a Patriot, the Loyalists opened fire. The sentry reports to Colonel Caswell that the Loyalist army is now just across the bridge and is preparing to cross over. That's going to be difficult. Caswell's men have removed the planks from the bridge overnight and greased the runners to make it even more treacherous for those trying to cross. As the Loyalists negotiate the dismantled bridge, Caswell orders his men to load their weapons for an attack that is imminent. The Highland Loyalists struggle to get their men across the bridge, but soon 50 are waiting on the east side of the creek for their commander, Lieutenant Colonel Donald McLeod, to issue his orders. McLeod, believing the Patriots were fleeing from the area, ordered the few men he had on his side of the bridge to charge towards the earthworks. McLeod and his men shouted their war cry, "King George and broadswords!" as they began their advance. As the Loyalists attacked, the wail of bagpipes broke the still night air. The Loyalists charged into the darkness, not realizing Caswell's Patriots, nearly 1,000 strong, were well prepared behind strong earthworks. As the Loyalists draw near, The Patriots open up with a devastating fire.
Italian! Take red!
Make ready.
Take aim! Fire!
Right, quickly, lads,
Fire!
quickly! Company! Make ready! Fire! Fire! Right, load. Quickly, lads, quickly. Come on, boys.
Powder!
Company, make ready! Precinct! Fire!
Fire!
McLeod's loyalists tried to assault 3 times, but in the end the Patriots had a decided advantage. The withering fire coming from the militiamen was devastating. Cannons anchoring either end of the earthwork gave the Patriots a decided advantage over the Loyalists. Some records indicate the battle was over in as little as 3 minutes. With the coming dawn, both sides were able to assess the battle's grim toll in the clear light of day. 30 Loyalists were found dead, another 20 found wounded on the battlefield between the bridge and the earthworks. No one knows how many drowned in the murky waters beneath the bridge or died of wounds in the surrounding swamps. For their part, the Patriots had 2 wounded. Militiaman James Foy was shot through the hand, and another, Militiaman John Grady of Duplin County, died of his wounds. Grady became the first North Carolinian to die for independence. The citizen soldiers of North Carolina, farmers, tradesmen, merchants, successfully defeated the Loyalist forces here at Moores Creek Bridge. Patriot victory here would spur North Carolina's delegates in Congress to vote for independence, making North Carolina the first American colony to take such action.